before, when I was thinking about Latin Motion and what it should be, I kind of got stuck for a little while. I was thinking about the business model and thinking about how the business would operate and where we were going and business plan and all of these sorts of things. And but it didn't feel complete. It didn't feel right. And I knew something was missing. And for about 2 weeks, I came into the office and was really not present. There was like a block. I couldn't get what it was. But I knew that I was looking for something, and that something was, who are we? What are we? And it was on a drive back from Newcastle after visiting Dom's parents, Dom's brother actually, Dom's brother in Newcastle, that just driving, quiet, and it hit me. And I thought, that's what we are. It was right in front of me the whole time. I said, we're Latin Motion Dance Academy. That's exactly who we are. We're Latin Motion Dance Academy. As in, we are a dance academy. And we're not that now, and we haven't been that thus far. But that's what we should be. Meaning that, like I said, going back to the dreams that if there was any place in the world that you could take a dream like, I want to be a world champion, I want to be the best in the world, and I want a chance to be the best in the world, and I want to be supported in that dream to be the best in the world, then this would be the place for that. Because we are the school of the 5-time world salsa champion, the person right at the top of this school has already proven that time and time again and accomplished so much for Australia. And not just for Australia, I think for salsa in general and its growth and what salsa is today. Oliver Pineda is what Elvis is to music, it's just unforgettable. And knock on wood, if when we're all not around, I'm pretty sure Oliver's name will live on in the salsa world. And I thought, that's it. That's who we are. We're Latin Motion Dance Academy. We're the academy where not only Australians, but primarily, we'll start off with Australians, but, where Australian talent can come and train and learn and be inspired and groomed for the world stage, if that's their dream. And of course, eventually we have even bigger dreams for Latin Motion in 5 years' time and Latin Motion in 10 years' time. And those dreams also include having internationals come over and train here. There's not a day that goes by at Latin Motion where we receive emails from people overseas saying we want to come and train at your academy, because they're picturing just that. They're picturing an academy where you can come and learn from the best in the world, and and they want to come, and these people are giving up jobs, leaving families, or chasing their dreams, and they're like, yep, we're ready to get on a plane, we want to come and train with you. Thus far, we haven't been able to accommodate for that. But moving into the future, that's what we will become. We will become a dance academy. And that's going to start with this year, with the scholarships. That's going to start with the scholarships, basically. And so people will be given the opportunity to become Latin Motion's to basically go under the wing of Latin Motion, under the training of Oliver. There'll be obviously it's something that's taken very seriously, and it will require sacrifice like any other sport. There'll be very hard training, very good training, all in the name of chasing a dream, and we're going to provide that. And part of the scholarship is that we'll also financially support these people, in the sense that we will invest money into their travels, whether it be to compete or to represent our school or our country, Australia, and our scene, obviously, the Latin scene, the Latin dance scene. So for Latin Motion, it's a really, really monumental time for us to be able to do that for Australians and for young Australians with talent. And I think there's no better place in the world for that to happen than Latin Motion Dance Academy, you know? It's the school of dreams, you know? And yeah, this is the place, and this is what Latin Motion will begin in 2012. So lots of big things, and the thing is that the aim of all of this, the aim of Latin Motion Dance Academy becoming a dance academy and sponsoring talent and financially investing in talent, benefits everyone. It doesn't just benefit our school. Our plan isn't a small one, it's a ridiculously big one. It's ridiculously big, so big that some things are still kept secret, right? So although we're revealing 90% of our secrets in 2012, there's still more coming, right? And you know, what I mean by that, without saying too much, is that this will benefit everyone, as in the sense that at the moment, I don't know anyone in Australia that when you say to them, like when people ask me, hey, what do you do? I go, oh, I run a dance school. I say, oh really, what style? I say, salsa. Like, salsa? I love salsa. I don't think there's anyone in Australia, and maybe in the world, that doesn't know what salsa is. And Latin Motion Dance Academy's purpose is to reach out outside of our scene, outside of our school, outside of our city, outside of our state, outside of our country, and reach out to everyone and make a whole lot of noise for our industry, and really shake up the world, in the sense that, you know, we have this phenomenon called Oliver Pineda and Ludo Kreuzer in this amazing style that's just a universal style that brings so many benefits to students and to everyone's lives that it touches, that we're going to, yeah, we want to make a lot of noise. And we believe that these scholarships for these Aussies that have talent are going to be a part of that. And you know, come the day, like that, you know, 10, 20, 30 Australians go to the World Latin Dance Cup, or to the Puerto Rican comp, or the mine, or wherever it may be, that you will see the Aussie flags everywhere, and the world will look at Australia and say, my gosh, these guys are killing it. And we do. We want to breed, we want to make and give people the opportunity to do just that. So we don't want to leave it at just Oliver and Luda. We want to continue from the legacy that Oliver and Luda started, and give other Australians the opportunities to do that, and continue to take the world by storm. And that's it. Latin Motion, we're here to stay, and you know, it's really an exciting time at LM. I picture, just recently I saw Oliver Aluda, Steve Fernandez and Yvonne, Chaba and Gina, and the Mambo Masters last year. All Latin motion. People go over to the USA and they competed in the World Latin Dance Cup, which is, it's the World Latin Dance Cup. So the whole world unites, the best of the best come to compete, and it was just better than the Olympics. It was better than any other sport grand final that I've ever watched in my life. And it was funny, there they were in the USA, and Facebook and just exploded with everyone in the salsa scene anxiously awaiting the results. And I never ever at any congress or any party or any school ever seen so much unity. All of a sudden the whole salsa scene became Australian. We were all backing the Aussies because we were up against the world, you know, and it was such an amazing feeling. And you know, they streamed it all live through the internet, and there was a chat forum on the side, and it was just, you could see all these Australians logging on, and the whole world was logging on, and there was the oi oi oi, and you know, my Facebook page was smashed with people. Hey, how's Ollie doing? Where are the results? Where's this? Where's that? And it was regardless of what school, regardless of, you know, anything, we all just became Aussies. Now, what we envision is to continue that unity and to continue to grow that for everyone. And in particular, I think it'll be amazing for our students at Latin Motion to, you know, to be able to log on in the years to come and watch their instructors, their friends, right? Because we're all a family here at LM. To watch the people you know and love and see every day and spend so much time with go over and represent your country and represent you and your school, it's a phenomenal feeling. And that's something that I would really like, and Latin Motion would really like to give all the students and all of Australia. So that's the academy. And moving towards the future, we do envision having a facility that will be able to not only train our scholarships, the people under the scholarship, but we do envision having a gymnasium there for them to keep up with their fitness. We do envision having facilities for accommodation facilities for international guests, and accommodation facilities for people that we may bring over to Australia on sponsorship and whatnot. So we do have big plans for Latin Motion. At the moment, this is our studio in St. Peter's, but we're dreaming the big dream, and it starts with next year.